Hello everyone and welcome back to another video in my Let's Play series. I am Sylphin and today I'm bringing you my second Feng Mao video. In this one we're doing the opposite of last Feng Mao video. Instead of going physical damage on crit, we're going physical damage on attack speed. Last video was pretty bad. Our team really had a tough time not feeding the enemy at the beginning of the game. The enemy team was, of course, doing the good old death ball, and they got a few picks, used that advantage to steamroll us. So we're not going to let that happen, hopefully, this game. So if you haven't played Feng Mao, his passive is kind of confusing. Gains offensive stacks when using defensive abilities, and vice versa. So, which abilities are these, and how do we know which ones those are? Well, if we take a look, our Q is a Reaping Dash, 700 unit teleport that it does 40 physical damage, grants 1 sweep stack on use. Sweep is our left click, and the way that I remember this, Q is to the left of our W, Q is to the left of E, so it does our left mouse button. E is to the right and empowers our right click. So kind of that scenario going on. That's how I remember it. We're going to go with his E, however. It's Hamstring that deals 60 physical damage and applies a 100 unit max movement speed slow. Grants 1 conversion shield stack, which is his right click. So we're going to go with his E. Am I already late to this? Looks like it. Wonderful. Okay. So when we use his E, it's going to benefit his right click. So given that it empowers his right click, which is a shield, you can use that as in a more of a defensive strategy. Of course, you can use your E, which does apply a slow and an offensive capability, but I mean, really, it's best suited for a defensive situation. So you engage, and then you're doing your stuff, and then you can use your left lane, perhaps, or your E to slow the enemy, and use your R to absorb some damage as you are running away and hopefully surviving. So when you get to level 2, I will explain the other kind of dynamic for Feng Mao. So now that we are level 2, we are going to have to go with our Q. Now, Reaping Dash. 700 unit teleport that empowers our left click. So again, Q is to the left on the keyboard and empowers our left click. So here I'm going to use it. I'm going to teleport through the enemies, dealing some damage, and then that empowers my left click. There you go. Deal some more damage. So already you can kind of tell a little bit of a little bit of a combo here. Our Q empowers our main attack, our basic attack. So, and because it's a short-ish range teleport that does get longer when you upgrade it, you can use that to engage. You can engage hard, use your Q, hit the enemy with your basic attack for a good, strong first attack in the engagement. And then you can use your other combo, your E into your right click, to kind of get away or secure the kill and be safe doing it. Of course, I mean, you can... Excuse me. Of course, you can use it in any situation. I mean, if you need an empowered shield, just use your E. If you need a really strong basic attack to kind of change the course of a battle, use that. It's really It's really not that complicated. So I'm going to use this red buff to get these camps here. Feng Mao is an excellent jungler in that he can use his E to do that bit of a area of effect damage into his R, into his right click to absorb some damage while he is clearing those camps. Excellent jungler. Now we're going to upgrade his E just because it's a little bit better at doing clearing lanes, and I'm trying to focus on jungling with Feng Mao. Now, you notice that I got a Harvester key and that I already got a Harvester. We're going to be really aware of where the enemy is and how we can get the enemy Harvesters, maybe the enemy camps as part of our jungler, and kind of be more useful to our team than just another body in a team fight, right? Trying to optimize our efficiency and our ability on the battlefield. So I can see somebody coming up lane. Maybe they're trying to collapse on me, but no, they're not. So we have 6 card power. There's a perfect opportunity to go back and explain his ultimate. Earth Shatter deals 325 physical damage in a line, grants Feng Mao a 100-point shield. Now there's a delay between when you actually click to use the ability. Yes, Flash Fire Piston. So I'll explain the ultimate in a moment. So Flash Fire Piston, that's probably the best Fury card that I have yet to really enhance this build. It gets you physical damage and a lot of attack speed, and then its bonus when complete is attack speed. It's perfect. And it only costs 2 points, making you, in this next round, able to fit a 4-point, maybe Vicious Kinetic, or a 4-point Strike upgrade, which I unfortunately don't have. So, his ultimate, as I was saying, there's a bit of a delay from when you click your R to when you click your left mouse button to actually deploy your ultimate. So you have to be careful. He becomes stationary as he kind of winds up to shatter the earth. So you have to kind of anticipate where the enemy is going to be. Make sure that you are in... Ooh, there's an enemy Harvester here. Okay, so I see all the enemies on the map. I'm feeling okay in doing this. Yeah, so I'm okay in doing this. All the enemies are in the mid lane, and we have the enemy Murdoch in the left lane here. So that is perfect. So what we're going to do now is go into this left lane, push this a little bit. The enemy will collapse back to the left lane, so we can go back and get that Harvester. Okay, so I'm really hoping that this build really takes off in comparison with our last video when we focused on crit. Now, why attack speed? Simply because he has a really long basic attack interval. He has really long sweeping strikes that deal a lot of damage, but it takes a long time in between each attack. So if we can increase that, which getting attack speed points will be very efficient in increasing that attack speed interval, we can really severely increase his damage. So I'm feeling like I almost want to die this Murdoch, but I really shouldn't. So at this point, this Muriel's doing an okay job. She should actually be helping our teammate as a support character, but that is okay. So as I said, I'm a jungler, so I'm going to focus on that. Use my E into an empowered shield, so we really don't take much damage from these guys at all. And as you can see, our potential is already very strong. So I'm going to get this Harvester, this other white camp, and maybe I can help my team in the mid lane. Okay, so I forgot to record a little bit, but that's okay. There's a little bit of a team fight kind of in the mid lane, but that quickly became not that favorable, so I decided to go into our jungle here and get the red camp. Now, the red camp is going to be really, really good for Feng Mao, just because he deals really... it's obviously, the damage is going to be absolutely superb for him, but the extra movement speed will really help him stick like glue to his enemies, which, as all melee characters, that's really, really important, because it's actually really quite an issue I'm finding in Paragon with melee characters having that advantage, having that movement speed advantage over range characters. It's really not there. They really, really, really struggle with sticking to the enemy characters. So there's two enemies here that know that I'm attacking there. So here, ooh, this Feng Mao's I'm gonna need, ooh. Okay, so almost, well, not really, got that Feng Mao, but that is okay. So I want to actually get rid of this harvester and plant my own, but I'm actually out. Out of harvester key, so I'm going to actually go into the jungle and get our harvester and these white camps. Alrighty, so now that we have cleared out some of the camps again, we're going to go back, get that harvester key, go to the right side, get that harvester, but it's time to upgrade. So you know what, because, no, we're doing Major Strike. There, I have another card later on that, this one, attack speed, but you can only upgrade with attack speed. That's where all of my attack speed is going to go. Get that little bit of crit bonus so that later on we can, when we get the impact hammer, the increase will be quite substantial. So as for skill priorities, I'm going to go kind of with, kind of keeping it a balance. Feng Mao kind of is really adaptable in how he can empower his certain abilities. So I'm going to keep him kind of on par with everything and not really build him to be more offensive than anything. So I think that that's kind of how he's going to shine the most. So I wanted to get that harvester. I'm going to rotate right and maybe, yeah, collapse on this howitzer and maybe get a kill. All the enemy team is all over there. Let's see what we can do. I would like to say I can dive this tower. And yeah, so let's stay here. Get the, ooh, the enemy team is rotating. They're rotating mid, so we have to be careful. They'll be coming here, and there they are. So I'm going to use this opportunity to go right, get that harvester, maybe push the right lane just a little bit. Okay, so I rotated right lane, destroyed their harvester, and I drew their Feng Mao over to us, placing that harvester. And let's see, we can duel. Let's duel. Alright, so we got a little bit of a jump on him. I used my... Oh, so close! Look at that. So very close. Okay, so there you have it. I didn't need to use my Q to engage, so I kept that for when he was going to disengage. So what I did there was I used my E for a little bit of damage and slow so that he stuck to me. Used my right click so that when he actually did start to attack me, he wouldn't be doing very much because I would have had that. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here because the steel's coming. I thought that I would have enough time before anybody rotated to go to the tower, but I didn't. So it was a very, very good split push that happened there. Almost got that tower. I'm going to pick up these camps. Yeah, so I'm going to pick up these camps, pick up this harvester, and go back for some more cards. Okay, so now we are back at home. We can preferably do another flash fire piston, but I don't have and I don't have more of those. So we do the next best thing, Wind Carver Blade. Physical damage and attack speed. Perfect. What I'm thinking of doing is going with one physical upgrade, attack speed upgrade at the moment, just because I think one would just be perfect. So we're going to see if that really starts to kick us up into high gear. What I want to do is actually, let's collapse on this Murdoch and see what we can do here. So he's 10, 24. Ooh, now there's a steal here. Okay, so let's see what I can do from behind. Let's see what I can do from behind. Ooh, did he see me? I think they saw me. Boo! Got my E off, remember got my ultimate off, but not much follow through and some lag! Oh, some frustrating lag. No. Okay, so we tried our best, but not much happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be risky, and I'm going to actually take their white camps. Super risky here. See what I can do. Maybe, I hope that they don't notice. Oop, they're taking their blue camp. I don't know if you can hear that. They're taking their blue camp, so I'm going to get out of here. So it was quite a favorable engagement on the left lane here. I'm going to get this Harvester Ember and maybe rotate to the right and try to see if I can push down that last tower that's almost dead. Okay, so we're doing a pretty good job of keeping the enemy at bay with our split pushing tactics here. So I'm going to go with one Vicious Kinetic and a Major Strike just because I have 7 points, and I think... oh, you know what? No, I'm not. I take that back. We have the Blast Harness here. No, you know what? That's not worth it. Oh, I need to make up my mind here. That's not worth it. We're going to go Vicious Kinetic and Major Strike. So, let's see now the potential of this strategy. I'm going to go through our right jungle here and hopefully make something happen. Maybe pick up that right Harvester as well. Alright, so we are coming in here. Going to take out this tower, and I'm going to... Am I going to engage hard here? I feel like I want to. I think that enemy steel is rotating left, though. So, yeah, we're going to back off, get this Harvester here, and maybe be sneaky and actually push back up at this right lane once they rotate away, and maybe I can swing down into jungle and maybe get their red camp. Let's be sneaky. Okay, let's see what we can do with this Grim. Kind of want to be sneaky here. I can only see 2 other members of the enemy team, though. Yeah, let's go for it. Boo! Use my ultimate to do some damage, and it wasn't quite enough. So I knew that I wouldn't be able to really knock him down that much, but at least I pushed him away. So let's see what work we can do in their jungle. Ooh, it's gone. Now let's rotate left here to help out our team. Looks like that's what the enemy Grim is doing. No, this isn't going to be favorable. So let's go here. Are they following me? No, they're not. They're falling back. Good. So one thing I have to say about our team here is that they're doing a really good job of reading the enemy team and not getting caught out. I really haven't... What's the score here? Very few kills, very few deaths. So very good strategic teammates I have. Very, very good job. We're getting these camps. His attack speed is starting to ramp up here. Ooh, I spoke too soon. Looks like, yeah, one of our Gideon was cut out. So that's okay. That's okay. We can still make this happen. We need to push a little bit more into their second row towers here, just because ooh, enemy team's going to be falling back here on their howitzer. Yeah, here they are. Okay, so we got those points. That's good. I'm going to go into the right jungle and be sneaky about these camps. I already have a red orb buff, so making these camps really easy to clear. Maybe I can go and get that Feng Mao. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that Feng Mao. See what we can do. Can I be sneaky about it? No, not really. Come fight me! Come fight me, Feng Mao! Come fight me! But does he know that I'm level 13? Of course he does. So you know what? We're gonna bait him. We're gonna be like, oh, I'm attacking the lane. Come attack me. Come attack me. Or is he waiting for backup? That's probably what he's doing. So I'm gonna fall back here while he's running away. And let's see, can I 1v1 the steal? Oh, not with the Feng Mao coming back. Good, Muriel's on her way, so I'm just going to wait. We're going to see what we can accomplish here. So, we have 6 card power sitting in the bank. Alright, let's go. Oh, and now they're chicken. They know that we are too far ahead. They can't do a 2v2. So we're going to push this lane. We now have this steal coming up. So let's see what we can do. And he's too... Good. Okay, so we'll push this lane and see what happens. Okay, so we push this lane a bit. My Muriel is hard disengaging out into the mid lane to help with that team fight. So I can't really stay in this lane much longer. You know, an enemy team will collapse back on me, so retreat, make yourself useful. I'll get this harvester, go into our jungle. Actually, I will not. I will actually go back because we have 9 card power to spend. It's going to be 1 whole card worth of... Sorry, almost 1 whole card. So we're going to finish off this Wind Carver Blade with a major strike, go into another Wind Carver Blade for that attack speed, and we are really starting to kick off here. So how much physical damage? 166 extra physical damage. This is going to be really, really, really well. So I'm going to go through our left jungle, get those camps, maybe get the harvester on the left and push up the left side and see what happens. Okay, so we pushed the left lane back a little bit, got those camps and that card. So the steel harding... Oh, he missed his ultimate. Okay, so I thought he had used his ultimate to hard engage, but it doesn't look like it. So I can join my team up here, and you know what? Let's. Okay, so we. Okay, so fairly interesting. I'm gonna be. I'll go through their left jungle here, get their camps, and try to get. Oh, the camps are gone. They just went through here. The Murdoch saw me. So can I try to be sneaky and come in from the side here? Yeah, so the enemy team is split. This is perfect time for us to maybe kind of get in here. Do some damage. The enemy team is not collapsing on this. So, nope, there's the Grim. Let's see what we can do here. Not much. Not much. This is not going to be very favorable because their tower is too... Their tower is too strong. I can't really do much as a friendly... as a melee character, and their Feng Mao is doing exactly what I'm trying to do, split push, while the team is distracted. So what I'm going to do is, while they are distracted, I'm going to go through their jungle and get their camps and then push left lane. Alright, so I am being incredibly risky, and I have pushed all the way up to their inhibitor, while the enemy team is just taking down that middle thing. So I'm actually going to get out of here because that howitzers collapsed back to finally deal with me. That was definitely worth it because that took away the enemy team. I'm going to actually poke at their harvester a bit, be a little bit of a nuisance. I'm going to have to be sneaky in how I get out of here. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so I have their harvester down. I'm going to have to collapse through my right side here. Okay, the Feng Mao didn't come in to get me. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. So let's go through our jungle, pick up these camps, get this harvester, and go back and spend these points. Okay, so we should be able to finish off this Wind Carver Blade, get some even more attack speed. I think that the next thing that we're going to go for is actually going to be this Bounty Stalker. I mean, I could go with this Blast Harness, but I think that we would, by the time that we fully upgraded that Blast Harness, A, that crit bonus, we don't have crit chance yet, so that's useless. And B, the more important part is, if we were to upgrade with all attack speed in that, I think we would definitely have, at that point, hit the kind of the diminishing returns would just be way too much. So I don't think we're going to go for that. We're going to start getting a little bit of crit, and I think that card is actually perfect for melee, or really any heroes, because you get crit exactly where you need it on only the person that you're hitting. So it's an absolutely fantastic card. So I'm going to get these lanes, get this right harvester, and maybe push up this right lane. I forgot to hit record. I completely just deleted their Murdoch and their Grim from the game. Single-handedly, I came in from behind on the Grim, took him out in, I think, 3 shots. The Murdoch hit me away. My Muriel came in with her ultimate to stun them, and just kind of deleted them from the game. We are incredibly powerful right now with that bonus attack speed and that 1 attack speed upgrade. Really starting to kick it off here in the end game. Hopefully I'll try to get some more team fights for you. That wasn't really a team fight, it was just a cool 1v2 that I completely decimated. So I gotta be better with hitting record before we go into those. So I'm gonna get this right lane going in the right direction, and maybe get our camps, maybe the enemy's camps as well. Alright, so I deleted that Feng Mao from the mid lane, and now I'm going to actually go push right lane while the enemy is distracted from the rest of my team pushing left and mid lanes. I'll get this right lane going in the right direction and kind of destroy this right tower. His E, now that we have enough card upgrades, is really quite a good lane clearer. His basic attack obviously sweeps, right? It does splash damage, and is actually really effective tool at the moment to push down these lanes. I'm really having no issues whatsoever to hitting these minions, and taking care of these waves. This red buff is an absolutely fantastic choice for Feng Mao. Do not hesitate to get the red buff from either your jungle or from the enemies. It really doesn't take that long, especially here in the late game, to get those. So as you can see, the enemy team might be trying to collapse on me. Let's be a little bit careful. I kind of want this Feng Mao to come and play. Will he? Let's see. No, he's definitely not gonna. He's definitely not gonna leave his inhibitor. That's for sure. So let's actually be useful instead of just standing here. Go into their jungle and take out their harvester. Maybe they're going to come and play. Come and play. Come and play. Feng Mao, you don't want to come and play? No? Okay. So I'm gonna... Ooh, somebody was here. Who's here? Ah, there's still... No, there's still didn't get it. Alright. Great build so far. Fantastic. We have 15 card points that are almost dinged for some more. So let's go and get this next card power bit and go back. 18 card power. Holy smokes. Alright, so what are we going to do with it? We're going to go with this bounty stalker. Not going to need this. We're not going to need that harvester card anymore. You know what? I would maybe get some health. Really don't need it, but let's be smart. Okay, let's be smart with some health. And then get this impact hammer for a bit of crit. So we're going to go into more strike, baby. More strike. There we have it. Almost fully decked out. We need... I chose to replace the health potion because A, I got that health bonus, but also, if you haven't noticed, we've been running into a little bit of some mana issues, so like having that mana potion to use the skills that are oh so important to augment Feng Mao's abilities is really important. I'm going to push this right lane up, try to get that going in the right direction, keep saying that lots of times, and hopefully secure the game here with all 3 lanes pushing. Alrighty, so the enemy seemed to push into our territory a bit, but what happened was my pushing that right lane really seemed to take... they simply had to deal with it, so they had to retreat, deal with that right lane, and this gives us some time to push back. The enemy team seems to have kind of actually come back a little bit, but I'm really not too worried just because, well, it doesn't seem like we have that much of an advantage anymore. So perhaps I should have been a little bit more, a little bit more involved with those team fights to maybe push our advantage a little harder when we were up. In their inhibitors. So let's try to force a team fight here. Let's see what happens. It's a good time to go in on this. I'm gonna get out of here. Use my right click. Couldn't secure that kill, but that's okay. So that means that one of them is out of the fight. So we need to keep going. Actually, you know what? Yeah. So we can try to actually maybe come up from the side here. See what we can do. Feng Mao wants to play. But we're kind of in a bit of a stalemate. So I'm going to actually push right lane a bit. Trying to split their team up. So, I mean, we're not going to win a team fight on their inhibitor. It's just really not going to happen. So what's going to happen is trying to distract them from making a mistake or doing something like that. So we have... Okay, somebody trying to distract them here, but not really working. Are they going to rotate right? Maybe they're trying to distract us. But Feng Mao rotated right. I'm going to go over to him and see if I can duel him. See if I can... Alright, let's see what we can do, boys. Let's see what we can do, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like their Feng Mao is much tankier than I am. What is going on here? Well, but we have help from Muriel, so that was a bit of the bait here. Let's see what I can do and augment my shield, see what we can make happen. I'm gonna try to take him out, but no. So I tried to commit a little hard there, but it did not work. What is their Feng Mao going for? We got Flashfire Piston, Rust Breaker, lots of physical damage there. We got Brand of Iron Eater, so we got some... Okay, so interesting. Some Drain and some tankiness right there. So there you go. Brawler's Ward. Okay, with some Strike. Some Windcard Blade. So he's going all... He's really going all over the place. Very balanced build. So a much better build for soloing, right? Because you're well balanced. You can kind of deal with very many situations, whereas I simply cannot. I am all damage. I'm all out. Very team focused without my team. There, my function is my capacity to fulfill my role lessened. So, well done on that thing, on the Feng Mao's part. But I think that I'm going to be a little bit more capable in team fights, and it looks like the game's going to end now. So let's suggest that attack the core, should be good. So there you go. There's five of the enemy is dead, and we win. There you guys have it. What do you guys think? I really, really like it. A very all-in, high-damage Feng Mao build. I was doing a lot of split pushing, not much team fights. Maybe the game actually, you know, probably could have certainly ended much quicker if we had involved ourselves in some team fights, but it worked out. What do you guys think? I mean, I really liked it. I think that's definitely what I'm going to go for. I'm probably going to do a video next on this balanced approach that the other Feng Mao did. I actually really kind of quite liked that when I went up against him, but we'll have to see. So again, the Flashfire Piston, perfect card to start our build. Physical damage with attack speed, and the 2 Wind Carver Blades, another backbone. We got crit here with the Bounty Stalker, exactly where we wanted it, just on the person that we are attacking. Perfect card there with another Impact Hammer to really round off the crit with the Mana Potion, which is definitely a must throughout the whole game. So guys, if you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, please dislike it. If you did though, leave a comment. How can I make these better? How can you really how can I make these better? Please subscribe. There's lots more videos coming. I do this every day, so please enjoy and have a nice day.